Jeff, more than once, O said that after that first quarter, you, quote, got in their butts. Is that an accurate statement? And I guess what was the message?
You know what? I was just trying to be honest with them. I mean, we were bad. We missed layups. We actually did a really good job in the first half. We only turned the ball over 3 times in the entire half. We got shots, we couldn't make them, and then we're learning, and it's going to be a work in progress. And I've said it all along. But how hard you have to play the entire time. I'll give Morehead credit. I thought they played hard. I mean, they competed. They're out there. Didn't matter what the score was. They never just rolled over and quit. If we went soft for a layup, they bodied up. It wasn't a foul, and we missed. I thought the best layup we had in transition was Sid's in the third or fourth quarter, where she went full speed and finished. And I'm like, wow, it's amazing what happens when you actually go full speed. For some reason, we're jumping into people. And I don't know why we're doing it, because we don't teach it. Like, somebody's by, we'll jump into them and shoot. And it's not a foul. I've said it all along. If we want to clean up our game, if we want to clean up women's basketball a lot, is don't bail out bad offense. And if you're dribbling down the lane and I've got good position, I just jump into you and shoot it, yeah, there's going to be contact, but it's not a foul. And I thought the officials did a great job tonight.
In a game like this where it tends to get sloppy, I thought Olivia kind of showed how much basketball not only she played, but she played for you. She just she missed some shots, but she did it. She was out there directing traffic. It seemed like it.
Yeah. I thought she did a great job. I thought she played really hard. I thought she competed. In the first half, I think she had maybe 6 boards at the half, but it felt like she had 10 because she was around the basket, getting each one of them, clearing it out for us. And then, she started off struggling from the field. She missed 1 or 2, but then she ends up 6 for 10. She rebounded the ball well, and then I've just got to get her defensively, all of them actually. That's our Achilles heel right now. We're just not a very good defensive team, which is a little surprising because that's something that we've always been really good at here, and we've got to get better. I mean, if you just look at overall season stats, I think teams are shooting 40% from the field on us, and I think it's the first year ever that I've been here that through Christmas we have opponents shooting 40+% from the field. So that's something that we've got to get fixed in a hurry, and we'll obviously address that tomorrow and Friday and continue to address it throughout the year because we've got some ball games in front of us now. I mean, we're up at UConn on Saturday, a Washington team in here a week from today, who I think is 10-0 or 11-0. I voted for him in the top 25 for the coaches poll. They went and won at Washington State, which is a tough place to play in a rivalry game. So I've got a ton of respect for them. And then after that, it's break. Everybody will get a chance to go home for Christmas break. Then it's at Miami. I think we'll come back, play Duke. I mean, there's some basketball games in front of us here, and I've got to make sure that we're prepared for them.
Is Jeff kind of going off of that? Do you think it's a mental thing or mechanical thing as far as kind of those defensive breakdowns?
No, I think it's still trying to learn each other, trying to understand exactly what we're trying to do. I mean, you're looking at 4 or 5 players that are on the that are out there that it's their first time actually playing in games. So they're learning different ways to defend. We haven't been able to mix things up a bunch, which is something that we've done well here. But hopefully, as we keep progressing in practice, and now we'll have some more practice time that our exams are over. I've never been a big fan why academics have to interfere with basketball. I don't understand that. They called student athlete, and when I went to school, we were athlete students. But I wasn't much of an athlete, and I wasn't much of a student, so it wasn't really a good combination for me. But no, now that you go a week, and I've always said it's the first place I've worked where exams go Wednesday to Wednesday. So instead, every other place I've worked in when I was in school, it would start on Monday to Friday. So you got 1 week, you got it over with, boom, you're out. Well, it goes Wednesday to Wednesday. So, you're studying over the weekends and trying to get prepared. But now that we're finished, hopefully we'll get some more time to really be able to utilize that extra time in the gym.
Yeah, kind of going back to that first quarter with, like you said, missing layups. How do you, I guess, kind of balance out, like, hey, we can shoot ourselves out of this because these are simple shots without, like, overdoing it and getting more and more frustrated?
It's just, after a while, you've got complete control. You're the one shooting them. You've got to be able to focus and put the ball in, but you got to be able to make some shots with a little bit of contact. It is a contact sport, and I think at times we just got a little in our own head and just put some up short, had some open layups that we tried Euro steps. I was like, just shoot a regular layup. But as I always tell them, the problem is the regular layup normally doesn't get on the highlight reel for our sports stations. Okay, it's not going to get on overtime. The X, whatever, Twitter account or whatever the word we're supposed to call it these days. And I'm just like, simple's great. Let's just keep things simple. So it's something that we'll actually work on tomorrow a lot in practice, just simple layups, because it looks good when you score.
Penny went down there in the fourth quarter with a apparent ankle injury. Is there any status on how she's doing?
No, I haven't even had a chance to be back into the locker room yet. I think she'll be fine. She said she just went down and rolled it, but we'll be able to get it looked at, and then hopefully some treatment, and then hopefully tomorrow it won't swell up too bad, and she'll be able to practice. I appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Well, are you staying at Gino's house or?
Well, we're trying to get the game. I was trying to get the game postponed because there's a big semifinal game being played on Saturday at 12:20. I wasn't able to be at the first round ball game last night. Our Saviors squeaked out a 12-11 win, but we're an impressive 0 of 22 from the free throw line. So, LKY. Yeah. It was a battle. No, it was a battle. I got the full report. But yeah, 0 for 22. And I told my wife that's pretty impressive coaching to go 0 for 22 and still come out with a win. So I think, when I called home and I tried to get my daughter on the phone, I think it was like 1:15 when she was finally allowed to come in the house. The spotlight was on. She was out there shooting free throws. It's tough at the Walz house, I'm telling you now. But yeah, so 12:20 is the semifinal game, and it's actually Anchorage Blue, I believe. Oh yeah, big game. I'm expecting a scout report from you. No one's going to know that you slipped it to me. All right, everybody, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.